Hello everyone, my name is Wilfred Abinja. Welcome back. Subscribe, let's share knowledge, let's learn together.
We are going to do another script. We're going to see different ways of using our R. As we said, the first thing is to set a working directory. You come to session, set working directory, choose a working directory. Let me choose mine. My working directory is an E. R tutorial. Then we come to the first lesson. You see, I've set my working directory that is in this path, and so the next thing we do, if you come to files, you realize this is our path, and we have this data and this script here. We are going to use this script in today's lesson. I click to open, and as you know, you can also set this, because we are here in the working directory, you can set this as our working directory. You can make vectors or a new list using R. As you can see, you can say that this is a trait called root weight, and you put this sign here. Then you make this vector or this list here. This C means you combine. C means combine. Then you open brackets. Then you create this list. After that, you press control on the keyboard, then enter. You will see it has indicated on the console that it has been executed. We can make another list or a vector called harvest index. You create it, use this command C, which means combine. You make these values here. The same way, you hold control key, then you press enter. You can view this list in R. You can write, you can use even view. Then if you click view here, it's going to bring you those brackets. You write root weight. Then if you wait, you hold control key, you press enter. It will give you this root weight. It will create another tab here and give you, these are the values of root weights. You can see we created them here. They came the values in the environment. So these are the basic statistics you can work on. We can look at the length of this root weight, which we also call n. You want to find n of root weight, the number of individual in this list. You write length, then in the brackets you write root weight, this variable here. Then if we we'll hold control and press enter, it's going to tell us in the console, it has told us that we have 11 individuals. You can calculate mean of root weight. Just type mean, then indicate this root weight that you want to find mean of this list or root weight. Hold control key, press enter. It gives you a mean down here in the console of 237.4545. We can do also other statistics. For example, if you can see SE is standard error, and if we hold control key and then press enter, in the console it has not been executed. The error has indicated that there's error in SE root weight. It means SE is not in R, so we have to create it on our own. As you understand, standard error is calculated by dividing the standard deviation by the square root of n, or number of individuals. And we found the number of individuals by typing length. Then that we want the length of root weight. Then we found it was 11, and that's n. So to find a standard error, you write standard error, then you indicate that it's calculated by a standard deviation of the trait, which is root weight, divided by square root of n. N is the length of that root weight. If we do that, control, then hold control, then press enter, you can see now it has written SE and indicated this formula sits here, meaning that it has been executed. So to view it, you just write SE in the script, then you hold control and press enter. It's going to give us the standard error is 14.29072. That means if we have another trait, for example, we have harvest index. For us to calculate the standard error of harvest index, we need to go through this formula typing, which is hectic. For us not to repeat doing the same thing, we create a function in R. For example, standard error, as you have seen here, you write standard error, then you write function x. X is a trait or a variable which you want to calculate standard error or another thing. Standard error is calculated by using function. You write function x, then you put these brackets here, then you write SD. SD is standard deviation into brackets x. That is standard deviation of the trait x, divided by square root of the length of trait x. So trait x can be this, maybe this root weight or harvest index or another trait that is there. So you write standard error, which, because we need the standard error, is calculated by, you have to indicate it's a function, because we are creating a function of trait x. Then this function of trait x is calculated by standard deviation of trait x divided by square root of length of trait x. Length of trait x is just n in statistics. So if we want to find standard error of a root weight, because you have root weight here and harvest index, you just write standard error root weight, then you hold control key, then you press enter. There's a problem somewhere. No, we did not execute this. So first you put your cursor there, hold control key, then press enter. So if we want to now to compute this standard error, you just hold control key, enter. So it's giving me that standard error of root weight is 14.2907, just like when we did manually here. Then if I want to get standard error of harvest index, I just write standard error harvest index, then hold control key, then press enter. I don't need to go to write the same here, same thing here. And if I create another list, for example, let me create another list of carotenoids, then we can create this. We say combine, C means combine, then open the brackets, say is 23, 34, 56, 74, 75, 23, 14, 9, 25, blah 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 blah. So then we execute this, and then I want to get the standard error of carotenoids. I don't need to type all those formulas. What I do, I just come here, write standard error, because I've written the function. So standard error, I write carotenoids, then I hold control key, then enter. It will automatically bring the standard error down here. I don't need to go through this hectic formula here. SE is equals all this. So that's all about creating function. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next lesson.